Welcome back, YouTube. Sensei Domino here. This was another incredible week of TTM returns. Not only did I beat last week's 9 by getting 10 this week, but I also received several Hall of Famers back. I also received my first fan pack in I think 2 weeks, so I have that to share with you as well. But let me go ahead and get started with the TTMs. And the first one I have to share with you is from Metroplex, Michigan. And I've already sleeved all these up. And this is from former coach Jerry Glanville. And he signed all 5 cards, including, I guess that's technically his rookie card. I got 3 of these signed. And I really like these Pro-Line Portraits cards. It's got him sitting in, I guess, a NASCAR car, which is kind of cool. And then also this one with several country music legends. I'm not very big into country music, but I know who all of these guys are. Johnny Cash, Waylon Jennings, Chris Christopherson, so I thought this was kind of cool. Got him to sign that one. So very, very appreciative of Mr. Glanville for signing all those cards. Next, this one comes from Cleveland, Ohio. And this guy was actually nice enough to use my little pouch that I sent him. I actually had 2 people this week use the little pouch, so I was very excited about. And this is Larry Nance, including on his rookie card, but I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's there. He signs sort of up and down. Very nice on his 86 Fleer. Love that. That picture's from the, I believe it was the first dunk contest. And he was actually the winner of that contest, so very cool. Guess I'll turn this one this way so you can see the signature. There you go. I believe this is what, an 89, yeah, 88, 89 Fleer. And I think this is 89, 90 Hoops. Yeah. And he signed that right there. And his 90 Fleer. And his 92, 93 Upper Deck, and that's probably the easiest one to see. So, got 5 from Larry Nance as well. Very happy with that. Fantastic player. Next, this one comes from Daniels, I guess DV Daniels, New Jersey. And he actually put his return address label on here, so I don't know if he wants me sharing that with anybody. So I'll just go ahead and keep that closed. But this comes from a boxer, Chuck Wepner. I don't know if you've heard of Chuck Wepner, but he once went almost a full 15 rounds with Muhammad Ali in 1975. He also threw in, I guess this is considered a business card, even though it doesn't really have any information on it other than, I guess, the name of the LLC. But as you can see right here, Chuck Wepner's fight with Muhammad Ali in 1975 was the inspiration for the original Rocky movie. And for years, Sylvester Stallone denied that. But apparently, recently, he finally admitted that that was the case. And during this match, Chuck Wepner actually knocked Muhammad Ali down. And supposedly, it was because he was standing on Ali's foot. I don't know if that was the case or not, but, you know, got to give him credit for knocking down Ali. And I think I read somewhere that Chuck Wepner said something along the lines of, you know, get the car, we're about to be millionaires. And I think his trainer said, you better turn around. He's getting up and he looks pissed. So that's paraphrasing, of course, but it was something along those lines. So very happy to get this Chuck Wepner autograph. Pretty big fan of his. Definitely a fan of the Rocky movies, so I'm glad to hear that Chuck Wepner's finally getting the credit that he deserves for being the inspiration of what's become a pretty large franchise. This next one comes from Atlanta Metro. And this guy's kind of a legendary TTMer, and I was a pretty big fan of his. So I decided to send off to Ron Gantt. And he signed quite a few rookie cards. Got him on his Donruss. Got a couple of his 88 scores. Got him on his 88 tops traded. And also his 89 upper deck. Very happy to get Ron Gantt's autograph. I think I'm going to give my brother one of these score rookie cards because he's a really big fan of Ron Gantt. We watched quite a few of the Braves games in the early 90s on TBS, the Superstation, and you know, Chicago Cubs games on WGN. So definitely a fan of the players that were playing on those teams, especially in the 90s. When we were growing as baseball fans. This next one actually doesn't have a postmark or anything like that. They just kind of checked the stamp. I haven't seen that very many times, so I don't know what the story behind this one is. But very happy to get it back. Shout out to the autograph fisherman, John Burgess. This is his favorite player, Theo Fleury. And he actually did a video recently where he actually showed this card. So I was thinking to myself, he's going to like this video because I just got that autographed. And so, yeah, he signed his 1990 Pro set. His 92-93 upper deck. I believe this is 93-94 O-Pee-Chee Premier, but I'm going to have to double check that. Yeah, 93-94 O-Pee-Chee Premier. And I believe this is 94-95 Parkhurst. It's a cool looking signature. So very happy to get some Theo Fleury autographs into the collection. Next, we've got a Hall of Famer, also from Atlanta Metro. And I was reading somewhere that this guy does not like to sign his cards. So I had no choice but to send index cards. And we've got Hall of Famer Lynn Swann of the 70s Pittsburgh Steelers. Fantastic receiver. And I actually sent him 3 index cards, but he only signed 1. I'm certainly okay with that. It's a cool looking signature. So happy to get a Lynn Swann autograph. Next we have another Hall of Famer. This one comes from Tampa, Florida, St. Petersburg, Florida. And those of you that are TTMers, if you saw the WB in the corner, you probably know who this is. Kind of a legendary signer. Wade Boggs. Got it on the 87 Donruss. He actually did not charge me for this autograph. I know he's like $10. Excuse me. I know he's $10 for an autograph, but I just sent one out and was hoping for the best, and he was nice enough to sign this, so very happy to get that. I know it goes to a good cause, but money's tight for me all the time. So very happy that he did that for me. This next one comes from Oakland, California. And this is another guy that generally charges for his autograph, but was nice enough to give me one. And I'm very appreciative of it. He did not use the pouch, but that's okay. This is Hall of Famer Orlando Cepeda. Very happy to get this one. Huge fan of Orlando Cepeda. Got it on his 72 Topps Atlanta Braves card. Love that signature. Super cool. And he sent me his price list. But what's cool about this is he actually wrote, or I guess whoever's helping him sign, he underlined the $20 and says, as a courtesy, Orlando signed one card. So I thought that was really cool. So far, that's the first one that I've actually received that actually had a price list. So I've been fortunate so far. You know, the ones that generally sign have just signed my cards, and certainly appreciative of that. I have paid for an autograph, and it is coming next. This one comes from Baltimore, Maryland, and it is another Hall of Famer. And this one also used the pouch. Very grateful of that. And it is probably the greatest, actually not probably, he is the greatest defensive third baseman ever. Brooks Robinson on his 1977. And I kind of threw this in hoping that he would sign both of them for what he normally charges for one autograph, which is $10. And he fortunately signed both. So I was able to get 2 Brooks Robinson autographs, I guess technically for the price of one. This is, what year is this? This is 91 or something. I think it's from 1990. Baseball Legends card. Big fan of Brooks Robinson. I've got his 61 card. I think that's the oldest one I have. I was sort of hesitant to send that one because I didn't want it to get ruined in the mail or damaged in the mail. So I just went ahead and sent that 77, and I'm certainly happy with it. Looks very good for an autograph. It's kind of a bright picture. It doesn't have any dark areas, so I thought it would be perfect for an autograph. And moving on to the next one. This one is from a musician, and I guess this comes from So What Management in New York, New York. I actually got this one in today. And it's kind of difficult to pull out. There we go. This one is from Cyndi Lauper. And I kind of grew up with her music, and I was a big fan of the videos with Captain Lou Albano, and she did the theme song for one of my favorite movies ever, The Goonies. And so, had a chance to get her autograph, through the mail. I said, you know what, why not? And she was nice enough to send me this real nice photo. It's actually on photo paper. You can kind of see on the back all the markings and stuff. So very cool photo that she sent me. And that is definitely done with a Sharpie. So very happy to get that. I think that's the first, if I remember right, that's the first musician that I've shown since I got back into TTMs. I've got a couple that nobody's probably ever heard of that I received sometime early 2000s or something like that at a concert that I went to. But aside from that, I think that's probably the most notable musician that I have autographed. And so moving on to the fan pack that I received. And this one comes from the Green Bay Packers. And if I remember right, Stix G's favorite team is the Green Bay Packers. So let me go ahead and give his channel a shout out. Go check out Sticks G and Sticks Jeopardy. And there's a whole bunch of real great trivia in that show, and I enjoy it every Sunday night at 7 o'clock. Well, I guess he's going to take a break here in the next couple weeks, but usually Sunday night, 7 o'clock. So go check it out for sure. So they sent me all sorts of stuff. I think that's everything. All right. So first they sent me this really cool towel. And this says green, gold together. Very cool. It's got the little NFL logo on it. Super cool. They sent me a couple of these bracelets. One says excellence, and the other one says, there we go, tradition. And they both have the little Packers logo. They sent me a couple of these cheering sticks. Very cool. And they sent me a flag, I guess, or a banner. I guess it's a banner or a flag or whatever you want to call it, but this is really cool. I never received anything like this before. They sent me a magnet schedule. There's the schedule if you want to take a look at it, if you're a Packers fan. And there's the back, the magnet. I got a couple regular schedules right here. And just kind of has one flap fold out. What does it say on the bottom? Power of the Pack. Awesome. And they sent me a little Packers Perks card. Passion should be rewarded. Sign up for Packers Perks. There you go, if you want some Packers Perks. They sent me a little sticker set. They sent me a pair of cards of their head coach, Matt LaFleur, and their general manager, Brian Gutekunst. Gutekunst? I butchered that. Gutekunst, I guess. I would guess, yeah. So happy to get those. I'll have to get those in some sleeves. They sent me a little note. You can pause the video if you want to read that. Really cool. They sent me a couple of these. I guess they're like 8x10s. This one is from the December 6th, 2020 game, 30-16. Really cool. And if you actually take a look, this is during COVID, so there's nobody in the stands. So a couple years from now, you know, it's going to be cool to have some photos of these empty stands during the start of COVID. So happy to get that one. And this one, it's really clear how empty the stadium is. This is from September 20th, 42-21, and just look, I mean, it's almost like it's a practice game going on. Really cool photo. And they also sent me a couple printouts. This is their roster right here. And they sent me a printout of the schedule, which I thought was really cool. So, yeah. Nice fan pack. That's one of the better ones I've received. And gotta give a shout out to the undrafted player. I believe he got a fan pack from the Green Bay Packers today. So yeah, go check out that video from him. And that's all I have for you. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll talk to you again soon.